Welcome back to Pops and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're still playing as Genoa, going for a custom achievement on this competition. You all know what we have to do. We have to grab the actual achievement, Master of India, so own and control core, in fact, all of the Indian subcontinent. And as a stipulation, we have to keep Genoa the mightiest trade node in the world, which we are, still. 110 ducats between us and Lubeck. We still don't know how Beijing is doing, but certainly they're not at our level yet. So that's fine. We also have to stay out of everything overseas. No overseas trade nodes, no colonization and all that. We're looking mighty fine. We have ways to look even finer if we have to. We have our whole trading fleet in Genoa right now, so we can jinx? Milk that juicy money, I guess. Jinx? Why would I jinx it? Milk that juicy money out of it. But if we had to, we can move our trade fleet to other places to have more steering going on. Not that our steering is bad. Look at this. Even though we only have 58% trade power in Ragusa, essentially all the Ragusan money is going to us. Look at that. Why is it so good? I mean, one thing is that we are very good at steering, I suppose. And Spain is helping quite a bit. And the Pope and Naples. So really the Ragusan money is ours. Constantinople is just ours, flat out. So steering is fine, Crimea is fine. Actually, I wouldn't be able to do too much with my boats. I guess we could steal some money from Alexandria. But anyway, we're fine on that. So, we are in a war against the Hisenkai-Venese. Yeah, sure. And their allies QQ. And we're waiting to peace out because we're still slightly overextended. And by slightly, I mean heavily overextended from just eating a bunch of Mamluk land in a coalition war that they foolishly declared against us. Well, Nogai did. But the Mamluks joined the coalition. They knew what they were doing. It's not my problem if they're idiots, right? Right. Now, I don't think I have to watch coalitions over here much. That's not quite true. I don't have to watch aggressive expansion over here much because it's insanely high anyway, right? All of these people, look at these 325 AE on the Mamluks. We're never going to lift that down. So the way we prevent coalitions over here is not by being careful, but by simply punching the people who might coalition us. So once the truce to the Mamluks ends, which is still like 10 years to go or something, right? Well, let's find a random person here. 81, 9 years to go. Well, 8 and a bit. Once the truce ends, we have to punch people that would be part of the coalition so that that thing doesn't happen. That's going to be either Mamluks or Persia. Pretty sure. I might do a little side war and say Nogai. Well, that they would come in a war against Persia anyway, so I guess that's fine. Just to keep those numbers low. If we were to go for it. Do we have... Yeah, we do have some Persian claims. We could have a lot more. Ooh, Tabriz. That's juicy. We can't claim it. Could claim a mock here. Maybe that'll be okay. Yeah, I see doing some spying on Persia. Just for that inevitable war. Let's start on that. I'd have to come back because we currently missing a diplomat from some event. And we will need somebody to peace out here, but not right now. We also have a decent amount of spy network. I don't think we have enough to buy any Milanese claims. Because we have a whole bunch of Milanese claims that we gain for free over here in Venice. Well, former Venice. But I want to claim in Milan. And that's not available. 45, alright. But the Mamluks. Yeah, we do have some claims on the Mamluks, but I think it's only 3. 1, 2, 3, yeah, so we can make one more. We had one on Shakira down here, and 18 development is a lot. Didn't take any land that we had claimed down there in the last war, because we also have a stipulation to try to take contiguous land. When we can. But surely the next time we do a Mamluk war, this is going to be the land we take. If we can. It's a lot of land. Let's make a claim on this 17 development province in Jaffa. Because we have to take that anyway. Right? And And yeah, it's one less development than Shakira. I know it's not Shakira. But yeah, that seems just smarter. And then I could continue claiming. I kind of think I wanna. Yeah, let's continue claiming. I did send you out there, right? You're not running through those rebels. Good, good, good. I think my boats are back and making money. Yeah, they also mostly found themselves. Still, no, that's a anti-piracy fleet, so that's alright. Portugal. And that's also an anti-piracy fleet. So I think all our trade boats are actually grouped together now. That's very nice. Wouldn't mind some Florentine separatists to win here, but the Pope's gonna just crunch them, unfortunately. Maybe Naples won't. Hey Naples, do you have military access here? It seems extremely unlikely that this is happening, but it would be awesome. They do. No, that's just not what I'm looking for at all. Wait. I want to see me, I want to see Naples. There we go. Okay, so they don't have military access through the Pope. They're probably not going to get it. I think they might be rivaled. They're not rivaled. Rivaled to France. We'll see what happens there. They could also boat over, we'll see. But maybe they'll fail to keep Siena and we can go and grab it. That'd be quite nice. We really want a big European... Oh, you ate Hungary. I didn't even realize that you did. Did that make you rank 1 great power? Not even close. I really want to eat into... Well, I need some eating to happen in Europe very soon because we have no aggressive expansion around here. And that just can't stand. I really do want to eat the Austrians. But they have not insanely powerful friends. I mean, silly Montferrat doesn't matter at Mantua, but Naples is relatively big these days, and England is still England. They're not in the Great Power ranking, and I don't know if we could rival the English fleet in the Mediterranean. Probably not. The only reason I think that we might have a chance is because they don't have galleys. Yeah, 0 galleys. They have 15 heavies to our 26 galleys. Yeah, but 15 I believe 15 heavies still beat 26 galleys in the Med. We have all those lights, but I'm not sure we can bring them to bear really well. It's iffy. I just don't like the idea of losing control of our seas. But it would be okay, we wouldn't be doomed if we did. Just wouldn't be very nice. Speaking of being doomed, how are we looking on forts? Fort in Lubeck here. Oh, we need to upgrade our forts, don't we? Fort in Aleppo. And then... that's pretty good. Except for the fact that Aleppo is drylands. And I'd much rather have people stuck in highlands. There isn't really a good way to protect Aleppo from highlands, is there? I can build a fort in Terrabelos here. But that's not going to protect Aleppo. So a smart Mamluk could go Aleppo and then just throw in here. I don't think they have tons of forts right next door, do they? They have the one in Dishmak, but that shouldn't help. Yeah, I'm not 100% on the interaction between forts in enemy territory. Right, I've been discussing this a bunch this campaign. But there's a chance this actually holds. Not sure. Here we're safe, right? Yerevan, Bayezid, Marsh. Yes, Yerevan, this place. Nakhchivan. Nakhchivan? And then Melikateth. Rash is unprotected, but that's a mountain. Wouldn't mind building a fort there if we had the room. Currently building a textile manufactory, so we... Oh no, we do have a slot, I think. So if we weren't building something else, we might be able to build a fort. Looks kinda alright over there. What about here, though? Our horde border seems a bit weak. We have the Caucasus protecting most of our actual land, but... Might look into a fort in... it's unfortunate. Yeah. Well, this is protected. I guess if we had a fort in Alania, we'd be kinda okay. Not that that blocks much, just protects my own land. And some mountain fort, which we might trap people on. We'll see. But what I should really be doing is upgrading my forts. That seems quite reasonable. Let's go into our macro builder. And I don't usually love spending money on forts, but when you're this rich, it seems idiotic not to. Gonna upgrade at least the forts that seem like they could have some impact in Mamlukian wars. So those are the ones I really care about. Actually quite expensive. Surprised how quickly we ran out of money there. Well, I say out of money, right? Not actually out of money, but lowish. Let's do the Bosporus Strait. Let's just do Anatolia. Seems fine for now. Another thing this is going to do, except for protect us from the Mamluks, is it'll keep our army tradition up. Because this decays by 1 every year. If you have a decent amount of fully maintained forts, you decay by less. You can have that a bonus of up to 1 for that. And the level of your forts matters for that. So upgrading these should increase our, well, reduce our losses a bit. Alright, are we ready to unpause? I think we are. I think we are, sir. Milan just arrived with me, that's whatever. Sure. You're gonna get your peace soon, isn't Kaifa? It'll be fine. Whatever's left of you will be fine. Siege of Shat. Oh, you guys come back. I don't think I mind. But just in case we do mind, why not? Put the fear of the Lord into them. Don't need to fight them. Just scare them off so they don't take too much land back. Yeah, they're already running. Ooh, gain professionalism. At the cost of money? Yes, please. I mean, mercenary maintenance is a big chunk of our expenses right now. But what's an expense, really? Come on. Come on. Only paying 53 ducats for our mercenaries. For our army. For our whole army. Paying more for the advisors. 3 people. Let that thing sink in. We're paying more for these 3 people than we're paying for a whole army. Including supplies and boats and generals. I mean, we don't pay our generals, but you know what I mean. That's just crazy. Also very realistic. It seems very realistic. Let's hire some overpriced external help. Consultants is what I'm looking for, the word I'm looking for. How are my costs doing anyway? 87%. Shun QQ. Now we could do a giant separate piece to QQ. Like, chunk. It'd be a ton of aggressive expansion, and it'd be a ton of dip. But we kind of have both. We have a lot of aggressive expansion and a lot of dip. So that's great, right? Can I stand somewhere around here? Let's sit in the visit. I don't really want to lose the capital. I guess I'm just actually going to kill their rebels. A bit sad as it is. And we could look to separate peace now. But we're still very overextended. So even their land is probably a bit much. Can't wait for absolutism. And the hard decision of whether we stay a republic in the age of absolutism. Because that's just not great. Just ain't great. Ah, we got our diplomat back. That's nice. So let's have a look at a peace, potential peace deal here. I don't know whether we're going to separate peace, but I should consider it. We have claims on Ganja and Bitlis. Anything cool around here? Well, Baghdad would be nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just? So if I were to go Bitlis, Mosul, I can't take Baghdad. It's expensive because we have they're non-co-belligerent. Costs twice as much. Can't take too much land. It war score cost, right? It's not an extra cost. We just can't take a giant chunk out of their land. It's a bit sad though. I would have liked to take Baghdad. Do we just take Ganja then, just so we don't have that ugly border gore going around? Also because I have a claim on it. I do love this guaranteeing and guaranteed situation. It's just funny to me. So I guess we just take Bitlis, Mosul, and Ganja. Stay in our trade node. Could take Sinjar, maybe. Not take Tikrit. Wow, why can I not? Oh, I don't control it. Dudes, quickly. Convert some heretics. I would convert more, but you're not offering. Probably just building a fort somewhere or something. Yeah, Bozok should still be convertible. I don't know about Manich. Well, apparently it is. Why are you not... We just took that, didn't we? We're currently coring it, and it wants to be in the trade node, trade company. Does it? It probably does. It's garbage land for garbage people. Even Sarai. Yeah. Just gonna trade company all this. So let's quickly grab you and add. Of my provinces. Oh, I don't even have an Astrakhan trade company yet. Do I? No, I do. I must have one. These must be in the company. Yeah, they are. So it's just Manich. Fine. Yeah, everybody. Good enough. Get me that place over there, please. You guys go back to visit. Was it? And then my course should also be done, essentially on time. Siege of Erzurum. Oh. Sure. Ah, might actually be an issue. The Coptic? I guess this place is Coptic, so it doesn't really matter whether they take it or not. But I need you folks back home. We're not taking any land down here, so I can move you home. It's fine. Oops. Let's not detach our cannons, shall we? Still hate that the C key detaches cannons when you're in that mode. Alright, 96. Yeah, 97. 98. 99. And 100%. Bunch of cores. And a bunch of land. I could still take Tikrit. I should probably just take Sinjar. Do we just keep yoinking here? I mean, I'm annoying Transo and Fars, which is slightly ungrade. Because they will be eligible to join the coalition once these guys are free again. So let's say I attack Persia. They might band up with the Mamluks to still coalition me. Am I gonna let that hold me back? I don't think so. What does this do anyway? Oh. Did I always do this in this mode? Let's not do that in this mode. Full peace deal here. This is full annexation, yes? Yes. Also annoys Transo and Fars already. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? So you. Do I take Tikrit? Taking Tikrit allows me to make a claim on Baghdad for the next war, and that's going to save me a lot. So that's probably very good. Sure. Let's say that's a good reason to do it. But what about overextension? This is 38%. Well, we're probably fine, right? This is 39%. Yeah, we'll be totally fine. Not even 100%. Meeting for themselves, cede me everything, stuff, give me war reps, and a ducat. No? Fine, don't give me a ducat. That'll be alright. Yeah, that'll be all QQ. And then I'm gonna have to spend all my admin to core it. As I do. And then we're gonna spend a day and piece out the rest of these folks. I think I can take everything, right? Even if it's... Oh, I need to spend more than a day because I don't have a diplomat. Fine, let's spend a month then. Oh, but we have 45. 45 means I can make a claim in Milano. And come home from Milano. And then it takes much less time to do our peace deal here. I want it all, and I want it now. Hormuz and Makuria, but Makuria will be out by the time the Mamluks are back in. And yeah. If you have to fight another coalition, you have to fight another coalition. All your money? Whew, 100. 100 to god death. Get it done. Cordon. Get rid of those rebels. I don't quite know what they're gonna do and if they're gonna do anything to me because they're not my rebels. But... Wait, they're Coptic. Were they always Coptic? Not that I care. Were they always Coptic? Felt like they were Orthodox before. But that might just have been a terrible misunderstanding. Now, I do want to add all eligible provinces here to the trade company, right? Pretty sure I do. Yeah. Don't have Atlan to do anything else, and I do like me a good trade company. This might be a place where it's not the greatest. Because trade power in Aleppo is not as important as it is in, say, Persia. Because we're not steering through Aleppo, really. I just don't have the admin to do full course of this. Not right now. It's weird how admin ideas work. I mean, we don't have admin ideas, but I discussed getting admin ideas, I think last episode, maybe the one before. And I didn't get it. I got quantity instead. Which I still believe is a great idea group to have. But and I would have had to spend a ton of admin to even get admin ideas before I get anything out of it. But still, I would love to have that coring cost reduction from admin ideas. NGL. NGL. Get you into Mosul or something. Alright. Question is, do we immediately turn around and do our Milanese war? Before we have to do this war. I'm feeling like that's a yes. Right, we have till 81. We still have another 7-ish years to crush Milan. I believe Milan didn't have powerful friends. Well, they have Naples. Would Naples even defend you? They would. Oh, yes, they would. But we could call in France and Mr. Popeman. We should have a ton of favors anyway. Yep. 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 So we could just have France and the Popeman do most of the work for us. That seems kind of nice. I do dig it. Does mean transporting some of my troops home. Which means less suppression of these areas. But I don't think we have any big rebel issues, do we? A few Astrakhan Manoj. Surely that's not a long-term thing. Let's start moving this army over. It's going to take some more time anyway. Because we're not too swole on transport boats, are we? No, 14. I guess this means two things. For one, you can still be doing some unrest suppression while you're waiting. Ah, but you can't split. Oh, that's interesting. I can never transport the Guardia Corsa. Not with this fleet. How are my sailors looking? Kind of on the edge. That's with the aristocrats, which I kind of want to get rid of. might actually want to build some extra transports. Let's go to 30 transports. And now you might say, but Jan, if you're building transport, that uses sailors. And it does. You're not wrong. Just lost a few sailors there. But what I was really considering was not the flat amount of sailors we have, but the monthly loss of sailors that we have. And I kind of want to minimize that. Well, not minimize, but I want to not lose more sailors than I gain on my trade missions. And the transports shouldn't cost us any boats, any sailors, while they're not actually transporting people. But are in port instead. So that should be okay. I'm going to do a bit of stutter stepping with the rebels over here, because I guess we kind of need to. Still don't like it. I wonder how I would design this to make that different. Well, I want trade power. Where are we talking about? Abkhazia? That's here. It's a trade company anyway, so all we care about is trade power. So, benign neglect. Get me that. Extra stuff. Oh, you folks were supposed to be moving. My stutter stepping costing me there. It cost me an attrition. Shouldn't have spent necessarily have spent it taking a Erzincan. I could have avoided it. I don't think I could have, actually. I'm sure I was talking about something. But hey, I don't love this being over the dip limit. But I still don't know what to drop here. I really need to feed Serbia a bunch of Austria and then eat them. That's what we need to do. Have some tasty Serbian for dinner. Or lunch. Don't mind as long as we eat them. Come over here again. Now, you have 23,000 troops. I'm wondering whether I can just go. How do your claims look? You don't want anything out of Milan. You don't want anything out of Milan. Well, you want all that land, but not the land I care about. Well, it's land I have claims on too, I suppose. Why do you want it anyway? Venice. I kind of also want Venice. But I believe I'm highly unlikely to be able to eat that much Milan. Seems not likely. You folks. No, the boats are coming over, alright. I don't like wasting too much time here because we have that war. Ooh, progress. We have that war against the Mamluks to think about. And I definitely want to be done beating up the Milanese when we declare, or when the coalition time is over. I need to. It might not be a war against the Mamluks, right? It might be a war against the Persians. But it will be a war against a potential big coalition target here. Or coalition member. 39k, that's certainly enough to declare war, isn't it? Let's get over to Pavia. And then go straight up into Milan, I think. And leave most of the other stuff to our friends. Don't have tons of cannons here, it's a bit sad. But let's make a tiny siege stack for now. With you. And then let's see what else develops. Am I afraid of the Milanese fleet? 5 heavies, 18 galleys. It's not too scary. We have the Pope around too, it should be fine. Let's just declare. I think we just declare. Or put a cut in here, because it's bang on 30 minutes. And next episode we declare war on Milan. Quickly eat a bunch of land so we can have some down-ticking expansion in Europe. And also take Milan. And then we're gonna go back for the coalition people. Having Milan would be nice. Very nice. But not this episode. Thank you folks for watching. See you folks next time.